Hello, hello, hello. What is good, everyone? Let's just... Oh, boom. There we go. Hope everyone is having a good day. I am just making sure everything sounds good. When I was using my computer yesterday, my microphone was set up to this one, so I just wanted to make sure everything was good. But regardless, I hope everyone is doing well. It's a nice Tuesday afternoon. I was hoping to read this the day it came out, so yesterday, but I was busy. But now we're here. We're here. We're ready to lock in. And honestly, I'm insanely excited. I'm insanely excited for multiple reasons. For multiple reasons. But most importantly, is because JoJo is back. And JoJo is not just back, it's really back. Like, really back. Obviously, there's a lot of people expecting some huge news to come in the future. And I'm going to talk about that stuff before we get into the actual chapter, because it's a big deal. So, without a doubt, the thing everyone is thinking about is, oh my god, Steel Ball Run is confirmed, right? A lot of people are saying this like off rip, without question. Steel Ball Run is confirmed, which is awesome. Obviously, I think Steel Ball Run anime, not if, because it is a when, realistically, when it comes out, because they know they can make a ton of money off this. It's an insanely beloved story. A lot they can do. But if it's revealed at JoJo Day, which is less than a month away now, which is just crazy, obviously a lot of people, including myself, are going to be insanely excited, because this is considered by many people the JoJo part of, the series, which is great. I feel like the hype for JoJo is going to be really back, which is crazy. So expect some big news, hopefully. Obviously JoJo Day is going to announce something, because we got a little quote that was said about the confirmation of the future of the JoJo anime. Now, does that necessarily mean Steel Ball Run? No. It could easily be another Rohan OVA or any other OVA that Rocky has done, like a Purple Haze feedback or another JoJo side story adaptation. However, I, as well as many other people, are really hoping it's Steel Ball Run, because that would mean that JoJo is back. And after Steel Ball Run, obviously, since Jojolands is finished, they could also adapt that. A lot of potential. So there's a lot there. There's a lot there, and I'm really excited. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that happens in the future. And speaking of Rohan, they revealed that I do know this, that after this chapter, there's going to be a hiatus next month, but next month we will 100% be covering not just the JoJo Day stuff that I mentioned, but also the Rohan story that's going to be releasing, I think, next month. It might be May, though. It might be May. But I do know that a new Rohan story is being written by Rocky, which is just really cool. Obviously, I love this guy. He's the GOAT. It used to be in the background back there, but now it's over here. Rohan, he's my guy. So I'm very excited to see what's to come out of him, for sure. So a lot there, a lot of potential. I'm very excited. And I think it was also that he's releasing a Rohan, like, how there's a JoJo magazine. I think the new JoJo magazine is literally going to be just a Rohan special, unless the story that is released is part of that magazine. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm excited nevertheless. Rohan, one of my favorite JoJo characters, so more of him is great. Very cool. So a lot of JoJo news coming up, which has me very excited. If you do want to hear my thoughts, I will be giving them as they release, so I'm very excited. But we're here for Jojolands chapter 24. We've already had 2 full years worth of chapters for this series, which is crazy. Turn my microphone up. I mean, I could just move it closer to me. I can't like turn it up, so I'll tilt it a bit as well. So hopefully that makes it louder. I'll also just lower the music a bit. Let's see. That should be good. Can barely hear you? Really? Hold on. I'm going to mute the desktop audio so I can hear a playback real quick. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. It does not sound quiet on my end at all. It does not sound quiet on my end. Okay. Good thing the desktop audio is muted. Good thing. It was probably just the music. Probably just the music. I'll have it low because I like this song. We'll have it low. Good, that's muted. This a little low. This a little low music. Just a little low music there. Alright. That should be better now. Let me make it... Oh, wait. I know what I did wrong. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yo, Archie, one, I truly appreciate you said, I'm glad I can make it, but I'm very, very sorry to hear about what happened. That's crazy. That's really crazy. So obviously, really, yeah, you have my thoughts that you can recover from that injury. That sounds really rough. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's wild. But I hope that, you said glad I could make it. I appreciate that immensely, that me rambling like a crazy person is considered something that uplifts your week. So thank you. Now, we've already talked about the Steel Ball Run possibilities and the Rohan stuff. It's time to speculate, because the last chapter ended with a pretty big cliffhanger, from what I remember correctly, with obviously Howler seeing the lava rock coming from Dragona and holding them up at gunpoint, which is obviously pretty crazy. So I think there's a lot of expectations for this chapter. I personally am looking forward to it a lot. I am a bit skeptical of what exactly is going to happen with Dragona's role in the story, because this is the second time that Dragona has been put in like a life or death scenario. I am a bit worried. I don't want Dragona to turn into a damsel-esque figure, kind of like how Yasuho was later on in Jojolan, with the constant red flags of death surrounding her, not in order, but for it to never really happen. It made me feel disconnected with the character in a sense. Now, I love Yasuho, don't get me wrong, I really do, but I'm worried. I don't want to feel that disconnection with any of these characters, because I really like them so far. I really like the squad of this part. So I'm a bit worried, but I'm more so excited because Howler is being very active in the story, with him literally, holding one of the main characters at gunpoint so early on. Like, this is an intense chapter, I'm sure. And Dragona was on the artwork for the chapter, which is really cool. Hopefully they get some crazy spotlight with cool showcases of their abilities and such. So I'm very excited. But before we get into the chapter properly, since this is the second stream of the month, we're going to do the member giveaway. So let's see who the lucky 5 are for this stream. And boom, Shoutouts to Debus, Chinho Wong, Ball D. Cornell, Cosmos, and Malevolence 460. And what do you think? What do you know it? Malevolence here has a Gyro Zappelli profile picture. We were just talking about Steel Ball Run earlier. Wild coincidence. Let's see. Let's see. If you're curious, I was forced to use a piece of machinery I wasn't qualified to use. That sucks. That generally sucks, Archie. I'm very sorry to hear that. Only two things they could animate would be Part 7 or Purple Haze Feedback. So I said Purple Haze Feedback is a possibility. For sure. Because Part 5, obviously, especially in Japan, incredibly beloved part. And, you know, the anime was insanely successful. So I could definitely see that being the case in order to kind of recapture the hype that Part 5 had surrounding it. But, you know, obviously, we're hoping for Steel Ball Run. It's been a while. It's been a while. So that'd be a crazy reveal. So I'm excited. And shouts to Brett. First time I think I've seen you on the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by. Says this is already the best part. Every chapter is fire. Yeah, the consistency and the quality of this part, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I really enjoy the like snappiness of a lot of the action, and it feels like the pace is like breakneck speed. It's honestly really crazy. Let's see. But now we've done a bit of preambling kind of stuff, you know, thoughts on Steel Ball Run, Rohan. Oh, actually, I do have a JoJo related news thing. So this weekend, I'm going to be going to a convention, which is really fun. I also got this camera here. Whoa. It's a little camera. This is the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. I have spent quite a lot of time looking into camera stuff because one thing I want to do in the future is like when I go to a convention, meeting with creators, all that kind of stuff, is to, you know, give you guys some glimpse into that versus me just on a phone recording. I want to make it seem like, okay, we're leveling up here. We're leveling up. So I'm going to be going to that convention, recording a bunch of stuff, and this is where it ties in with JoJo. Jolene's English voice actress is going to be there, and obviously with them being, you know, not just one of the main characters of the series and one of my favorite characters of the series, Jolene, but also being a super big fan of JoJo, I think it'd be really cool to meet with them. So hopefully, if anything comes out of that, you guys will be, you know, you will see it. So stay tuned for that. There's going to be a video, hopefully, from that convention, like a little vlog-ish kind of thing. But if not, there'll be like YouTube shorts and that, you know, little fun snippets. So I think that'll be cool. I think Emporio's English voice actor as well is going to be there, which is really cool. So very excited for that. Hopefully it'll be a fun time. You know, I was there last year and it was cool. So I'm excited. Did you see the art piece that Rocky made recently that had the stands on it in order of the strongest with November Rain at the top? No, I haven't. If someone would be able to link me that, that'd be greatly appreciated, or like kind of tell me where it was. Oh my god, I just realized the chat box has been off the whole time. So now you guys will be able to see the chat. Sorry about that. I didn't realize the chat box wasn't on. I just have to change this real quick. Alright. So people think Abakio's voice actor will voice Gyro. That'd be cool. Abakio had a pretty good voice. Very deep. Very, like, intimidating. So I'm intrigued to see how they deliver on the role. I think that'll be fun. Um, I'm trying to find this here. Iraqi November rain drawing. Oh, I see. Are you talking about the kind of stained glass kind of thing? November rain was on there. Yeah, Tusk Act 4. Yeah, this is the same one. Yeah, I've seen this. Oh, Tusk Act 4. I haven't seen Tusk Act 4. I thought you meant the stained glass mural looking kind of one. I don't think I've seen the one you're referring to. Let me see. Okay, I'm on the JoJo wiki real quick. After this, we will obviously get into the chapter. I apologize if this little preamble is a bit longer than usual. Oh, it is a stained glass one? Okay, okay. Yeah, I have seen this. I don't see Tusk Act 4 on there, though. It's Tusk Act 1, from what I've seen. Because we got Star Platinum, Killer Queen, D4C, Stone Free, Tusk Act 1, and that's probably Gold Experience, because obviously it's so far a lot of the main character stands. I don't see Soft Away on here at all. Very strange. Very strange. But cool artwork. I think he did this in dedication to some city that was undergoing rebuilding, if I remember correctly. So that's very cool. Very cool. Alright. Now, it's time to lock in. Chapter 24. Let's get a link real quick. Let me find it. It should be here. All right. Okay, the series comes back in May. All right. We have the chapter at the ready. Let's go. Let us go. And obviously, we do have quite a lot of people in here, which I truly appreciate. If, you know, for people who are watching in the present time or later as a VOD, you know, obviously the timestamp is going to start here. If you would consider, like, you know, commenting, sharing, liking, it does a lot for the channel. Obviously, you know, we're going to be covering this series until the end. We're going to be here till the end. We're here from the beginning. We're going to be here till the end. So any support is immensely appreciated, whether it's chatting, liking, sharing, any of that. And for those who are so daring, you could even become a member of the channel and support me monetarily as well. Obviously, though, if you're in a situation, I would not recommend you do that because it's not worth putting anything at risk. But we're here. The Jojolands, Chapter 24, Dolphin Banks, Debt Collection, Part 3. Now we got Dragona on the cover here, looking absolutely awesome. Shouts to Dragona. A sudden turn, the crumbling lava rock, and the crumbling disadvantage. Okay, I like that. Oh, the crumbling advantage, because they're at a disadvantage. Rocky cooked with that one. Okay. Double page spread off rip. All right, we're in. We're in. This looks bad. I didn't realize. We need to get out of this cabin right now. It's an emergency situation. We're cutting to see all the, you know, very blank sailors, you know, looking very at the ready. Cool. Dragona's being held at gunpoint. Jodio is just kind of staring into nothing. And Charming Man in his disguise looks absolutely terrified. And speaking of Rohan, there he is, my man. Are you out of your mind, you asshole? Those lava rocks are the only ones left. because we've got so much money around us, the lava rock is deteriorating at this rate. That's very cool. That was a fun reveal as well. Last chapter. All right. Howler's looking down, sweating bullets, and looking at the sediment that's been, taken off this lava rock. He's either sniffing or breathing very heavily. Very, very heavily. Because it's like a huff kind of noise. And he's like kind of turning to see if he can find the lava rock, I would presume. Key West looking very menacing, even with the little menacing symbols. Very cool. Charman speaks up. Howler, we have all the paperwork written up. All we need is your signature on the deed. Once the bank has your approval, we could get permission to access the code. And Howler screams, putting the gun to his forehead. So Dragona's out of the fray for now. Obviously, Dragona's probably gonna have the gun pointed back at them in like seconds. Shut your goddamn mouth, Yokohama. So he's losing it. Is it you? Do you know? Tell me. Where is it? Yokohama. You brought it onto this yacht, didn't you? Oh, I love that. I love that. He is... well, he's not. He's correct. But probably a lot of other people, he looks insane. Dragona and JoJo. Dragona is obviously a lot more emotionally expressive compared to JoJo, who's very stoic. And, Dragona's sweating bullets. JoJo, just like one little thing. Very cool little comparison there. Key West staring intently. Where's what? And Howler spots JoJo whispering to Dragona. Hey, you, kid. Quit it with the goddamn whispering. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So he shoots 4 bullets at JoJo. No way he caught the bullet. There's no way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's one up there. All right, Howler's going off the walls right now. This is wild. JoJo is looking very, very aggressive in the best way. I've seen you back there whispering shit this whole time. Don't think I'm not onto you, brat. Who the hell are you? Who are all you people? Are you really bank employees? Key West is speaking up while he's, waving the gun around like crazy. Howler, for your own safety, I need to speak with you. What's gotten you so upset? What is it you're looking for? JoJo or a farming? Low key he is. Low key. All right, so he just turns, and we got this really cool like line art in the background, like the speed lines for him. Key West, and he points the gun at her, which is ridiculous. All right. On this ship, I'll be the one asking the questions. Got it? You don't get to ask me shit. I ask the questions, and anybody that can't give me a satisfactory answer gets their lifeless corpse thrown out into the open sea. And I ain't signing no damn papers, especially if it involves the land I inherited from my ancestors. He looks furious. We even have one of those Iraqi classic I zoom in panels, so you can see the intent of the person. Dragona looks visibly very uncomfortable. Really cool. Oh, even the random sailors are getting in. They're getting all the smoke. Damn it. Somebody for sure brought one onto the ship. Damn it. I've got to find it. I'm sure that's what it is. I don't know the exact shape or form it's in, but these little fragments scattered around the cache are from a lava rock. Oh, we got a little flashback to his ancestor there. That's cool. I think that's his dad. It might be the granddad, but I think it's his dad. All these recent movements have been all these recent movements have been the effects of the Lavrock's alteration of the flow of money. Now it's deteriorating. It's got to be in here somewhere. Let's start with you. Oh, I'm a bit worried. Let's start with you. I'm going to check everything you've got on you. Step 1 foot forward. Okay. So they're checking all the papers Dragona brought. Because Dragona was seen as like the kind of assistant role to Yokohama. And we're getting a whole bunch of info. Howler, just what is it you're looking for? Keep your mouth shut. So it seems like he's opening his own briefcase to see if the money is going to attract to any of the people. Very smart. Very, very smart. Yeah. All right. Very smart. If you've got it on you, I'll find out real soon. So he dumps like one. Actually, no, I think he dumps 2 briefcases full of money, which is obviously like a ridiculous amount. A ridiculous amount. They're sweating bullets. You, woman. I'm not wasting time explaining this. Just step forward into the bundles of cash. Okay. So he fully thinks Dragona is the one to blame. Bury yourself in the cash. You're closest to it. Probably to the little sediment. Which, you know, is working. Hold on here. Into the piles of cash. Get in. I'm doing a body check here. Oh, so he just chucks Dragona into the little pile here on the ground. I'm going to uncover just where it's hidden. Oh, this could go really bad. This could go really bad. And he sees that one of the little the stack of money here is kind of close to the little brooch that Dragona's wearing. Dragona looks shook. We need to do something. Dude, Jodio's about to pop off. I just feel it. There's no way he's letting his sibling get completely screwed over right now. Totally submerge yourself in it. If you make any false moves, I'm going to pump you full of lead. And so he's got the gun pointed again, right at Dragona's face. This is bad. Really bad. He said woman just now, right? Go on and tell Howler that while Pink may look like a woman in appearance, Pink is not a woman. There's really no problem with that. Same with getting his approval for the land deal. We can keep the talks going. It's not a problem. We can keep the talks going. It's not a problem. Because we've got smooth operators. I'm trying to figure out where this is going. Smooth? Yeah, smooth operators. I'm intrigued by this this kind of thing Araki's been doing as of late, with the speech bubbles being blocks. Like, I don't know how many of you feel about it, but to me, when I see these like blocks for text, I think of a narration. So it's intriguing that Araki draws characters doing a whisper effect, like right here in this panel of Jojo on page 13. But then, obviously, like, he has these, like, block speech bubbles. It's very interesting. Like, I wonder why he chose to do this. Alright. Just now, I told Dragona to make them tamper with the numbers on the bills just slightly. There's 200 bundles of bills in each trunk. But if we alter the printing on them to be just slightly fake. Oh! Very cool. Very smart. That's cool. That's a very big brain idea from JoJo here. Then the lava rock won't deteriorate because they'd all be counterfeit bills. That would make them just a pile of worthless scraps of paper, and then the lava rock will be okay. So let's keep the talks going and get Howler to sign. Howler, I should mention, just to point this out, our pink here is a man, though his dark complexion and cute looks aren't really relevant to the business at hand. I like how they're just trying to bring this up, like, oh, this'll matter to Howler in any way whatsoever. So Dragon is laying on the ground. Nothing's happening. I'm sure I saw some deterioration, but where is it, woman? I know you've got it on you somewhere. You were closest, and you were surrounded by stacks of banknotes. Okay. Okay. So Dragona somehow ditched the rock. Maybe smooth operators like moved it. Interesting. Damn it. Gun still at point right there. Oh. Okay, so JoJo has the rock. JoJo has the rock. I think the sailors know. Maybe even... Key West. Don't let anybody out of here. We're checking all of them. Got it? Don't let a single person out of this room. Howler, I have something to report. Oh, Meryl May. Whoa. There are fireboats approaching this yacht. Several of them. They have the yacht surrounded. Fireboats? Okay, this is interesting. Very cool panel here, showcasing the water and the boats here. What the hell? There are police boats too. What are they doing crowding around my yacht? From what I've been told, there's currently a fire on this yacht. From the outside, it appears that something on us is burning. I'm just now using our security system to find the location of the fire. There's a fire, I guess. Okay, interesting. What's on fire? Oh my god. Oh my god. He shot through the wall, and that caused an electrical fire. It would seem the source of the fire is somewhere in our electrical system. Bro, that's like some crazy... Like, that's like fate kind of stuff. Because it's like the one right above JoJo seemingly being the one that's specifically on fire compared to all the others. Oh. Must be because of those, right? And JoJo's just pointing up. He's also been very good at hiding this rock. Like, it is kind of crazy. Howler looks like, you know, very shook. Very shook. Oh my god. It seems to just be a small fire, but we should evacuate. We have this gorgeous panel here. Absolutely gorgeous. We see a kind of top-down perspective of the yacht with the fire billowing kind of out of the side. Beautiful panel. Beautiful. No, the fire might be small and just an accident, but putting it out won't be the end of this, Howler. If you're telling me you could see police boats out there, then they'll likely board this yacht. And not because of the fire. They'll be coming for you, Howler. I like this metaphor of the fire starting out small and seemingly like not on the surface, but in reality it's going to keep building and building and building until it all comes to get him. This is kind of like the lava rock itself, so I think it's cool, the exponential increase concept. They'll be coming for you, Howler. And then Jodio just going, you know, he's popping off right now. Then the state government will board soon after them. That means we need to speed this up. We're out of time. We have to hurry. Dragoda goes, oh. What? The seizure of land on the Hualalai North Slope on the island of Hawaii due to national security concerns regarding illegal arms manufacturing. We predicted they'd come within 72 hours, but it looks like they're here already. It's going to start with them seizing this yacht, Howler. I know this whole thing is absurd, but nobody can fight the movement of money. Not a single person, not so long as desire exists. And you're scared because you understand that. Isn't that right? Jodio is going kind of crazy in this panel here. Very, very intense, you know, face shot here. Very intense. I've also been intrigued by why Araki does this thing, where in some panels the line art is very sketch-like, you know? It's intriguing. It's intriguing. What the hell are you saying? Oh, okay. Double page spread. We're saying get a move on. You need to make up your mind right now. Oh, Jodio is popping off. We got this intense speed line effect going on with the aggression of him pointing at him. If you don't make a decision, if you don't agree to what's in these documents, then you're going to lose everything you've got. Understand? This is a very interesting panel layout. We got Dragona, Jodio, and Charming Man here, and Howler's reaction is in the central middle of this double page spread. Very interesting. Very interesting. And then the bottom half here. You've got to exchange the plots of land right now. We need your signature of agreement. Don't do it, Howler. You cannot sign that. And Key West is trying to like sway him to be like, nope, this is a terrible idea. But Howler's looking very nervous. And we're cutting away. We're cutting away. Why? 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 Overall, that was very good. That was very enjoyable. So now we're cutting back to Paco and Usagi search for Meryl May while she's dealing with the firefighter and police officer. Very interesting. All right. Paco Laborantes' father came here from Mexico to work at a poultry farm, but he is also a heavy drinker and a general piece of shit who's violent to his family. Oh my god. He would stay over at women's places, and then when he'd come home, if there was anything that wasn't to his liking, he'd beat Paco. Paco's mother had left the house a long time ago and never came back. Damn it. Just a little brat. Why? So why do you have such tough muscles? Who the hell did you get that from? Oh my god. So I assume Paco must have like punched back at the dad. Or maybe not. Maybe not, honestly. So then the dad is like reeling from the alcohol effects, which is this revolting panel here in the top left of this page. But despite all that, Paco loved his father with all his heart. Before he passed out, drunk, Paco's father said, "What day of the week is tomorrow, brat?" What day of the week? He would always wait expectantly for his father to ask that. It's Sunday, Dad. Get up early tomorrow. We're going fishing. And so there's a little, like, kind of nervous but nice smile here. Okay. Very, very sincere panel. And so we have a, panel of him putting a blanket on his dad who's laying on the couch. The first time Paco Laborantes was arrested, it was for a check cashing scam. But to be more precise, okay, it started out as purse snatching. He looks a bit older in this than when he did with his dad, so I'll assume there was a skip forward. And he could snatch the purse using the hustle, because he's sticking stuff to his arms. Very cool. So he's probably looking at some like identity fraud kind of stuff. Oh, that's sick. Okay, so he has this like insignia on the paper he's looking at, and he's using his own skin, like right here, to make a stamp, like an indent in his flesh. And so he's making like fake copies of the checks. Incredibly smart. So he's making a ton of money off this. And he used that to forge checks, which he then cashed. He would do it a little at a time, cashing out in small $100 or $200 amounts. But once he passed $10,000, he was caught. Paco had been in his first year of high school at the time, but because of this, he had to drop out. According to what I heard a few days later, I should have just cashed a huge amount right at the start. Paco had said that. But you see, Paco's father had gotten into a fight while drunk. It resulted with a murder charge, for which he would have to serve over 10 years in prison for. Paco desperately needed to pay for a lawyer to defend him. Including insurance, it was going to cost over $30,000. It's an odd story. Paco's father had been drunk and passed out on the side of the road. When he woke up, he found himself next to a stranger who had been stabbed to death, with a knife covered in his fingerprints. He was charged for the man's murder. If he wasn't able to pay for a lawyer, then it was all a foregone conclusion that his father would be found guilty. Wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. All right. So I really enjoy this. And I think the direction this is more likely than not going is that the father was set up. Because there's no way he killed this guy. It has to be set up. And I think this is really similar in a way to Charming Man's backstory. We have a familial figure. Obviously with Charming Man, there was none of this negative association and baggage. But the premise essentially was they were trying to go somewhere, and because of that, they had their loved ones taken away by some higher power. And I definitely think this is the case. I feel like one of the higher powers in the world, probably like a police officer, something like that, set up the dad. So Paco's living prison lifestyle. Oh, no, he's not. He's just on the street. Hey, you there. Yeah, you. Paco Laborantes. Over here, please. What are you doing sitting around on this filthy street? What's your problem, you shitty old bat? I'm done with school. You've got nothing to do with me anymore, moron. Those people you were just talking with, you nice and friendly with them? They're mafia. They were playing that all nice and saying they'd lend you some money, right? Haven't you realized both you and your father have been completely set up? That man that was stabbed to death was a benefactor of theirs who'd become a nuisance to them. Interesting. That's their system. They have the practical know-how and they're taking advantage of the fact that you love your dad. You're just filling in the hole left behind by that dead man they didn't need anymore. How long are you going to stay on the street? You're free to make your own choices, Paco. Your father may end up going to prison. So she then hands him her business card. But as for you, it may be a good idea for you to at least graduate, don't you think? If you're interested in what I have to say, come find me at that address. Don't call. And then with that, she drives off. I like how we connected Paco's backstory to him meeting Meryl May, to him now, in the present, saving Meryl May. Very satisfying. Like, just the through line of that feels very smooth and believable. Very cool reveal. Hey there, Usagi. Oh, and that's Paco Laborantes there with you, right? How you doing? Didn't you already get all set up with graduation? I think I got a bit I still gotta do. The principal called us into her office. Is she in there right now? Oh, the principal? I think you just missed her. She stepped out. She was with some nice police folks. Okay. Police folks, you say? She stepped out. Did she say where she was going? Yeah, it doesn't seem like she left behind any sort of note. Not sure how soon she'll be back. Hey, mind if we check inside her office for a bit? And then they open the door, check inside, and they're greeted with a horrific reveal because we got this very small panel here, and you know I'm gonna flip it. It'll be something wild. It is nothing. Nothing but a bruised keyboard. But is this an L-page spread? No. The keyboard is not just bruised, it is split in half. There's blood drops everywhere. Usagi looks very nervous while Paco is intensely serious. We cut to the back, you know, where you normally sit of a desk. I'm a bit worried here because I'm seeing a lot of blood droplets. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God. We see that 3 of her fingertips have completely burst off. I'm assuming it's 3 because we have another one zoomed in here, but I will assume that's a repeat of the one above it for the reveal of boom, boom. Excuse me. Boom, boom, boom. You know? Very cool. What? Paco actually looks pretty nervous now. I'm intrigued to see if the balloon ability that was on her arm just blew up a major part of her body. That would be a crazy reveal. The principal. Yeah, so Usagi's crying, screaming, horrified. Screaming a lot. Some pieces of shit took Meryl May. And so it left the business card there. I'll kill those bastards. Will Meryl May be alright? Find out May 19th. Wow. Great chapter. Great chapter. Very, very fun chapter. I enjoyed reading through that a lot. Was very good. I enjoyed the thought process of thinking about how to milk time away from Howler. Loved the electrical wire being shot being what was the nail in the coffin. Really cool. I enjoyed that reveal a lot. Dragona, sadly, not as active as I would have liked them to be in this part of the story. What I'm more so referring to is, obviously, we saw, okay, Dragona's using smooth operators to change the money to make it invaluable, right? And that's cool. That's cool. I think what I would have liked is Dragona saying more active, urgent dialogue that makes a change versus it just simply being Dragona doing the smooth operator's idea of moving the money to make it counterfeit, which is really smart and cool. But JoJo really stepped up. Obviously, really showed like he's got a lot more going on than his quiet disposition, has. And Yokohama, obviously, still in disguise, led to that. But Dragona, sadly, not as active of a character I would have liked them to be in this chapter of the story, this like section. But very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. I like the police boats and fire boats coming because, ironically enough, the police and firefighter are now fighting Meryl May. Very fun little twist on that. I think that's cool. I feel like that would be interesting. Is what if, like, because Howler obviously is an uber rich individual. Imagine if the fire and police boats start supporting him or something just wild. I would love that. Would love that. But with that, that is probably going to be it for me. That was an amazing chapter. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Can't wait for what's to come. Obviously, we have the Steel Ball Run possible announcement. We got a new Rohan manga. Really awesome. Very much looking forward to that. Obviously, love my guy Rohan. And a lot of great JoJo stuff to come if the trajectory keeps him moving forward. So, with that, that is going to be it for me. Hopefully, you all enjoyed. If you did, please consider, liking, commenting, subscribing. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, that'll be it for me.